Hello everybody, I'm Krasi, and this is my the week for the 12th ascendant analysis, counting from the 22nd of April until the 28th of April, when I will be looking at the 12 ascendants and how are they going to experience the situation on the sky. This is very brief analysis because each one of us is having a very unique chart, and this is only an overview so that you know what to expect from the universe. If I'm also having monthly analysis, you may still look at my monthly analysis for April, and of course expect my next analysis for May. Also, the time titles of each ascendant can be seen under this video. So let's start with Aries. Now, in another video which you already probably saw on the retrograde phase of Saturn, I explained a bit how this particular phase will influence each one of the rising signs, but here I will take into consideration also, of course, the other transiting planets. And in this particular week, Saturn will still not retrograde, of course, but still influencing your ascendant Aries, will bring structure into your routine life, will say that you need to delay, that you need to be less emotional, less temperamental if you want, so that you solve your tasks and that you learn the lesson of life for good. So in this way, Saturn will be a little bit restricting you. Mars would say that you may need to do additional efforts in terms of your finances, and even if you desire to be very temperamental, very emotional, very much go for some financial projects, you may need to be a bit patient. You may experience some also emotional challenges to a degree in relationship to your romantic and love life. Be also a bit patient there. And this may not be the most appropriate week for new beginnings. It will be very good for your spiritual awakening and vibrational uplifting, for example, when enhancing intuition. Beautiful period, but in terms of money and business, be patient and be very structured and disciplined. And now we're having Taurus rising, and you may feel also this week a bit too emotional, too temperamental, too vulnerable even. And this is normal due to the placement of Mars. Also, in terms of your private life and relationship, you may feel this way. Be patient, be loving, and be forgiving. And on the other hand, also, Venus will make sure that your financial status is good, but still you may need to put a bit of control over your emotions so that you feel good, so that you don't feel vulnerable. The placement of Jupiter is such that you may also need to be Jupiter with Mars, of course, is such that you may need to be also very patient at home, very careful with contracts, reanalyze when you'll be completing tasks or negotiations related to ending up in contract. You may need to reanalyze, revisit important agreements or contractual relations. So this is about this week. Financially, the week doesn't look bad for you, but looks that you may need to involve a bit patience additionally. Now let's see Gemini. You may need to be responsible for your health, patient at home with your beloved ones. You may need to revisit, reanalyze your relationships and attitude with subordinates. This is a period that may require this, that you are see which person at work, or people which are under you or subordinates, how to approach them, as this will be valid for this and next week to a degree. So your work environment will be important, and reanalyzing the relationships at work is also going to be important, and be patient at home with your partner, and be forgiving and be loving and responsible for your health. In terms of money, I see the week as absolutely not bad for you, as you will be very much supported by the exalted sun. Cancer. The week is good for your career, for your travels, for your plans, for your international relationships, for your studies, for enhancing your intuition, especially for studies or for sharing knowledge, for doing media work. The week will be very good. Careful, be with your health, responsible for your health in a way like living a very healthy lifestyle or maintaining healthy diet, for example. You may experience challenges with subordinates at work, with the people that may be under you, but in general, the week is very supported in terms of career, in terms of communication with superiors, for example. And now, Leo. Now, for you, the week is interesting for knowledge, for creative knowledge, for creativity. You may experience a bit that your luck is a little bit tight. You may need to give more attention to the behavior and to, in general, to your children. On the other hand, also Mars can create a bit tension with your career and can create some obstacles in relation to finances. So you may need to be diplomatic when communicating with superiors, with people who are important for solving your tasks and projects. In order all this to keep going well, you need to be diplomatic. Knowledge-wise, the week is wonderful for studies, wonderful for obtaining new knowledge, new information. Also will be very useful in terms of finding out truths and hidden esoteric reasons and reasonings and secrets and all this. At home, be patient with father, mother as well, and also in general at home. Virgo. All right. Virgo. Now, this week for you is very supportive for your family, for your romantic life, for your beloved ones. Still be patient, because Saturn is still not moving away, but Venus and Mercury on your 7th house are very nice, like in terms of communication, in terms of solving matters that you couldn't solve in the past through communication, through speech, with your partner, also with contracts. In terms of spirituality as well, you may like to revisit knowledge, projects, even religion, even philosophical studies. The week is very fine for enhancing your intuition, not very fine for traveling, and not very fine for international communication or relationships, but for contracts, for solving issues or challenges at home with partners, with contracts, the week can be quite supportive. Okay, and now we are having Libra rising. Now for you, your work environment is very supported. It is so that you may have a chance this and next week also for communication with subordinates, so that you solve open issues that you couldn't solve before, for example. In terms of money, you also may need to revisit projects or revisit the way you are making money, for example, or certain ideas or certain projects, or you need to reevaluate or be a little bit more cautious or reanalyze certain important tasks and projects in your business, in the way you're making money. In terms of spirituality and travel, first of all, the week may not be very appropriate, but in terms of spirituality may bring you to very interesting new knowledges and truths and information. Your partner, your family life will be good, will be supported. So use this moment for communication, for solving challenges from the past that you couldn't solve before, for example. Scorpio rising. Also, this week is quite interesting as now Jupiter is turning retrograde. We know this. And this will bring you back to revisit or reanalyze your religion, for example, religious values, your belief system, you may question authorities, you may question how the matrix operates, you may question knowledge, you may question society for good, as this particular period will bring you to interesting state of knowing and truth. In terms of money, you may need to invest efforts and time additionally. In terms of family life and partner and contracts, also be patient, be very diplomatic, and be loving and patient to people that you love. This can be a very good period to obtain additional knowledge, but also if you're having some challenges, for example, with the behavior of your children, this can be a brilliant moment to talk, to communicate, and solve, and say unsaid things which can be said for good. So the week is also very interesting for you and will be very enriching in terms of knowledge and spirituality. But be very disciplined when making money, and to reanalyze some moments that you missed analyzing before, for example, at work or at your business, or the way you will be earning money. And now we are having Sagittarius with you. You need to be a bit patient at home with beloved ones. You may feel a bit melancholic, a bit sad, but with knowing that these Saturn influences will pass, I'm sure that, and with connecting to the nature, very important, especially now with this beautiful delayed spring, you feel very well. Your home, your properties are supported. If now you're having issues to solve, communication issues with parents, now is the moment. You may see some obstacles and challenges caused through subordinates. Be diplomatic and don't trust them. Be responsible for your health. For your spiritual awareness, awakening, the period is also wonderful, as you may, also through dreams, interestingly, you may reach truths and knowledges that you couldn't be able to reach before. Connect with nature and prize the nature and pray. This will be very nice for you. And now we're having Capricorn. You may need to be a little bit responsible for your health. You may experiencing even a bit a difficult sleep pattern right now, but all this can be solved through meditation, through healthy lifestyle, through any kind of spiritual practices that you intuitively feel are right for you. The period is wonderful for solving challenges with your siblings, for example, with neighbors. The period is wonderful for communication, for communicating your knowledge, for travel, for negotiations as well. Also, during this period, you may desire to share your knowledge, to teach others. This is quite beneficial. In terms of money, the period is okay, but you may need to be disciplined and to do as you probably are, but to use your intuition quite a lot in terms of maintaining your business, routine, work, and financial status. But in any case, this week is good for sharing knowledge, negotiations, and even travel. And let's see Aquarius. Now for you, the week is beneficial financially. It may need structure, It may need that you be careful with people which subordinate you, which are around you, with your social circle. You may be careful whom you trust, but financially and also in terms of communication, in terms of negotiation, the week is good. Be careful be diplomatic with people which are superiors. Also, be patient and loving with parents at home, with the people at home in general. Financially, the week is good. The week is good for negotiation and for sharing also your knowledge. Could be also good for travel. Could be good now to start new studies, for example, something that you wanted to do for a very long time. And now could be the time that you sign for certain course that you feel attracted to. Pisces. Now, the week is very good in terms of your own feeling of joy. You may feel that you desire to share your knowledge, that you desire to study, that you desire to negotiate. The week will be supportive for this, but still be careful at work. Be careful how you are approaching your routine tasks and projects. Be careful how you negotiate or communicate with superiors or with people who are responsible for important tasks and projects and deeds in your life. So be careful how you communicate with them. In any case, the luck will be on your side. And also, in terms of finances, the week is a little bit more supported than the week before, but still you may need to involve additional efforts also this week. In terms of travel, even though you may desire to travel, the week may not be the most appropriate. So if you desire to travel, be careful not to get involved in any risky situations. Plan very well your travel. In terms of spirituality, this week you may be brought to knowledge that you like to revisit, or you may like to reanalyze your value system or system of beliefs. So this may happen during this week. In any case, you will be blessed by the presence of Venus and Mercury on your ascendant for good. In terms of speech, the most, in terms of eloquence, in terms of studies and sharing your knowledge. In terms of work, be disciplined, and this will also work well for you. So, thank you for your attention. With this, I'm completing this weekly overview, and you're welcome. You're welcome to share your comments. Thank you.